Oh boy, I sure do like Ninjago. Wait, what's this? Lego Ninjago is kinda dumb. Well, maybe these guys made some funny jokes about it, but end up liking it in the end, right? Oh, no. Hello everyone, it's Vines, or in this case, some people might know me as SJ. It's definitely not a bad idea to be making this at 12 a.m. So today I was scrolling through some feed, just going about my day, when I saw a peculiar post centered around this video that some popular YouTuber made. I was shocked to see that the topic of their video was that a show I really liked sucked. And I was surprised to see a YouTuber that I previously had looked up to and enjoyed the content of was featured in the video. The people interacting with the post all seemed to be reasonably angered by the video, saying it had terrible points and the arguments weren't even factually correct. So I decided to look up the video and browse through the comments. I saw people who weren't even a part of the community unbiasedly arguing against the video's points, and so I thought I might check it out. I haven't watched the video quite yet, and I'll script out arguments as soon as I go along. Let me say, before I begin though, I am a rather large fan of Ninjago, so on one hand, I know almost every detail about the show and am able to accurately recall a lot of the show, but on the other, I'm quite biased towards Ninjago. I'm a fan. I really like it, so take it as you wish and interpret my analysis with that in mind. Anyway, I'm gonna go bring my computer into my bed and watch it. Let's begin.
The first two seasons of Lego Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu.
That CG Lego show made to sell toys that got a movie 6 years too late.
Ooh, before they even start watching the show and they already start complaining. Like, wow guys, great way to make an open-minded entrance. Their assumptions about it being made to sell toys and getting a late movie making it bad already makes you want to throw them into the caves of despair. Yeesh. They even throw in a funny line about angering the older fans of the show, which honestly shouldn't be your priority when reviewing something. Sorry.
So the series revolves around four ninja in a monastery being taught by their sensei named Wu to learn Spinjitzu, an imaginary form of ninjutsu where they spin around and make elemental tornadoes. Those ninja also carry four magical items related to their element: a sword, a scythe, shurikens, and nunchucks.
It's honestly pretty funny how you sum up the first season. They learned Spinjitzu before the first season in the pilots, which I doubt you cared to watch. If you didn't know, Season 1 is about the ninja trying to figure out who the Green Ninja is who will defeat the evil Lord Garmadon, all while trying to combat snakes that said evil Lord's son released on the land of Ninjago. They do have golden weapons though, sure.
All I can remember was Kai leads, Jed does machines, Cole is cool but rude, they're all sort of party dudes, and Zian almost has no personality.
You don't remember their personalities? Are you kidding me? Did you watch like one episode? Did you not watch the True Potential episode centered around each ninja's personality, experiences, and history? I seriously don't get how you could go through Once Bitten, Twice Shy and then just think that Jay does machines. The show presents him as a lot more than that. Sure, he's the comedy relief, but you know, he's the kind with emotion, with backstory. He gets caught up with how people see him, so he tries to act cool and even lies about some things. He learns to be himself in time. He's enthusiastic and energetic and genuinely humorous, but I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, I don't understand how you could get through the Royal Blacksmiths and not see Cole's passionate, easygoing personality. I really don't get how you could watch TikTok and not experience Zane's journey with himself. And I most of all don't see how you could get through the Green Ninja without understanding Kai's conflicting emotions about being hot-headed and jealous, but still protective and caring. He's not even the leader. This is all such a wreck.
That sound familiar to any other teenage ninja group you've heard of?
Let me think here. They all wear nearly identical clothing and can only really be distinguished from their color and weapon. They have the specific set of character traits. Their master is a father-like figure whose brother turns out to be the group's biggest enemy. They have a female friend/relative who hangs out with them. And
It's TMNT, you idiot.
I can't really argue well against the whole TMNT thing since I've never watched much TMNT before. I have seen the first few episodes of Rise though, and funny enough in my brain I tried to see if I could align the turtles with the ninja from Ninjago. Might have just been me, but I actually couldn't. Each of these 8 characters seemed to have their own distinguishable personalities. The argument you use to say they're the same is just simply the gender and number and age of the characters, the blood relativity even. I also don't see how you could pass Nia off as someone who didn't express wanting to join the team early on and just became Samurai X for quote-unquote plot. You are just incorrect about that. She tries to join their missions and be a part of the team in the very first episode and on. You really only watched, like, 1 episode of the show and took out all the bad stuff, didn't you?
We can't forget the old Gandhi expression. Soulless marketing breeds soulless marketing.
Gandhi never said that, but you're right.
Throughout the video, they call the show soulless marketing, which is a bold assumption, I think. I could argue forever that there is plenty of passion and care put into the show and many creative ideas. Hell, so many creative ideas and scenes didn't even make it in. They just couldn't put all their ideas into it. They definitely enjoyed what they were doing.
There's also an ongoing mystery of who the legendary Green Ninja is, until we get the great reveal that the real Green Ninja was the enemy they made along the way.
Ha! Irony.
Not really an original twist.
The twist about Lloyd becoming the Green Ninja is probably opinion center on the wellness of its execution. I think it was rather clever. It's very hyped up throughout the show that the Green Ninja will be one of the main 4, and we're led to believe the real mystery is which one, and make our own predictions within that circle, focusing our attention away.
Also, the snake's plan doesn't make much sense. They want to release this great serpent to take over the world, but it takes the ninja telling them to realize it's going to eat everything it sees, including them.
The main plot about the snakes releasing the Great Devourer does make sense. A villain's motivations don't have to be right or justified to make a good villain plot. Pythor was just so filled with the need for revenge that he didn't take into consideration that the Great Devourer would not just eat Ninjago, but him and all the snakes as well. He was way too caught up in the belief that it was made to do the will of the Serpentine and was blinded to how it would affect him.
Not to mention they get Lloyd to turn to the good side way too easily. You're telling me this kid who wanted to cause destruction and was raised by evil incarnate himself just needed to be read a bedtime story about why snakes are bad to turn him over? That's the dumbest cop-out I've ever heard. He doesn't even take long to stop doing anything bad. He just goes over and is perfectly content with it after pulling a few pranks.
Lloyd wasn't raised by evil incarnate Garmadon. Are you delusional? Did you not get to the point where it was explained that his dad left and his mom threw him off at a boarding school where he got bullied and could only hopelessly look up to his dad, who wasn't even there? He never had true evil in his heart. He was just a kid doing stupid kid stuff, which led him to accidentally releasing the real evil of the Serpentine. He still caused trouble and did kid stuff even after he started to be raised by his uncle and the ninja. An experience like Pythor turning on him and learning that the ninja just wanted to help him out seems like enough to keep him from worshipping his dad, who was non-existent in his life anyway. I feel like these guys didn't even take this show seriously when watching it.
Oh yeah, why the hell are they Lego to begin with? What's the story aspect that's affected from them being Lego? How are situations different because they are Lego?
Marketing! But for real, it's not like the world they live in is even made out of Lego either, because that would require a budget.
You even answer your question about why are they Legos. You answer it in what, the same paragraph? You ask about the Lego models in action like it's something that's easily changeable. Then contradict it by saying that it was the marketing and budget that limited these operations. Good job, guys. You answered your own dumb questions.
This show is a partial comedy, isn't it?
Not a very good one. That could have actually been funny, but this show decides to go for the lowest, most beaten down comedy from every cartoon at the time. I can barely remember any of the jokes other than the classic, and then the opposite happens.
I don't really know where to begin with this one. How is old cartoony comedy bad? You might think that, but some people really enjoy that style of comedy. Shows like Fairly Odd Parents, Teen Titans, even Phineas and Ferb have that comedy style you say is bad. And even with that point, most comedy is subjective. Unless it's overly used, bathroom to give kids a laugh, or stolen and butchered, it can be very, very good. I'm not saying Ninjago's got flawless comedy. Even I cringe at some of the jokes sometimes. But it's still funny to many, and that's what counts.
I liked that the intro changed to reflect the growth of the characters.
I just wanted to point out this charm that Mark throws out, admitting that the characters grew when he previously complained about them. Good job.
Lloyd's all grown up, Naya's a ninja, and they have some robot that isn't Zian?
What? Sorry? Can you say that again?
Naya's...
Oh, look at how he pronounces Nia wrong. I seriously wouldn't be surprised if they looked at the wiki for the show's plot and then decided to make the video. It amazes me how you could go through all of season 1 and mispronounce it. Golden.
That's easy, it's fundamentally the same with more characters and less reason. Just like the beginning of the first season, the ninjas have gotten lazy from not training in a while and need a new adventure. We get 4 episodes of filler before they reach a pyramid and release the villain. That's Snake.
And yeah, I'm not gonna talk about how they thought they could make any actual points about the 11th season when they skipped 10 seasons to get there. The credibility was thrown out of the window. If they thought they could actually make an argument when they did that for funnies or laziness or who knows, then their misconception is about the same as a teenage girl seeking revenge on someone for trying to help her by resurrecting the evil version of his dad and taking over the entire city. Oh, wait, they wouldn't know that. They skipped season 8. Silly me. If anything, this shows that changes have really happened, and the ninja have really grown over the course of the seasons in between. Whatever they're confused about has been very much explained in the parts they've skipped. I think they decided to choose the only other season about Snake so that they could say the 2 seasons were the same. The comparisons aren't present in the first season. In season 1, the ninja were new and inexperienced, not worn and lazy from their years of ninja service. They didn't understand the weight they had on their shoulders in season 1. The reviewers also admit that the ninja had obstacles to overcome in the first season and grew as people. So then, no personality still? Their contradiction isn't just stupid, it's insulting. You seem to think that you can lazily whip up a video claiming Ninjago is bad and everyone will just like it. So dumb.
Why did you even pick this to begin with?
Because have you seen how big this fan base is? I originally just wanted to do it because I was nostalgic for the property, but causing anarchy and pissing off fans of a cartoon that's run for decades is rather humorous to me. You can't tell me that it isn't fun to do just by stating your opinion.
Look who's laughing now. I'm sure the debunking of your points from many comments and your blatant disrespect for hundreds of creative and passionate fans has you laughing, doesn't it? Oh, wait. This whole video was meant to be a joke? Wait, why am I even doing this? Why aren't I sitting at my desk making Jay and Nia Lego minifigures go on a date? It would be a much better use of my time. That's it. I'm never wasting my time deeply arguing against some obviously angry, fan-hungry cartoon reviewers again. Back on topic, though. Funny that you mentioned the show has a huge fan base. It could only mean that there's a ton of people out there who really enjoy watching the show and have even grown attached to it. Dare I say, I don't know, maybe perhaps because it wasn't kind of dumb like you claim. Big shrug. So, in conclusion, I don't even really know where to begin for the conclusion. They make some terrible inaccuracies, downing their credibility. They skip 10 seasons just to rag on the 11th, downing their credibility even further. And even after that, so many of their points are easily debunked and argued against. This video doesn't hurt my feelings. It just made me want to banish the reviewers to the first realm for how wrong and obviously shortcutted it was. Ninjago isn't some boring elemental show made to market Legos. It's got creativity piled into it, inspiring and interesting characters and plots, and most of all, a dedicated, caring fan base. I just can't put into words so many of my thoughts on this video. I guess to sum it up, it's just incredibly childish. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go play with my Legos.
Imagine if this guy decided to watch season 6. Yeesh. Who knows what he'd say? Why do you say that? I mean, even the fans think that season 6 is a train wreck. Imagine what this guy would try and, say about it. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're right. I should just be quiet about it.